I did not begin this capstone because I wanted to complete a normal school project. I began because I felt the limits of time. In grade 10, I began to take time seriously. I pictured an extreme version of myself. Perfect focus, endless motivation, no exhaustion, no wasted time, only learning. I realized I couldn't master everything in one lifetime. My time, energy, and attention were limited. I needed leverage. That is where my interest in AI automation began, marking a turning point in how I approached my time constraints. At first, my outlook was naive. I wanted AI to handle repetitive tasks and help me build faster. I hoped one person could drive complex systems forward. I didn't see that automation without structure creates disorder, not freedom. Before Cryptal, I explored game automation, auto dev, video automation, an API shell, a black box computing idea, and early Cryptal. Despite their differences, they revealed the same flaw. I wanted finished systems without a stable process for building, verifying, and controlling them. After finishing my art portfolio and being admitted to university, I had to ask what kind of future I actually wanted. I narrowed it down to 3 directions: painting, writing, and video creation. But when I tried learning tools like Blender, FL Studio, and After Effects, I saw the same problem again. If I tried to master every tool manually, I would always be late. The question became, what system could help me build with leverage? That question led me into Cryptal, forming the bridge between my personal struggle and a technical solution. During spring break, I returned to China for about a month. This change in environment gave me time, tools, and perspective to start learning Lobster while working on Cryptal. At first, I thought the goal was simple: make the product work. Cryptal began as a BTC USDT 15-minute Binance Spot testnet trading bot built around data, signals, risk control, paper trading, approved execution, and logs. This initial design gave me concrete parameters to work with, but as I kept working, I realized that the problem was not just one missing feature or one broken script. The deeper structure was broken. The original workflow was broken. ChatGPT prompted me. I copied the results to Lobster or OpenClaw, transferred them back to ChatGPT, and waited for the next step. I became part of the system, carrying prompts, outputs, logs, errors, and memory between tools. The project state lived in conversations, not the repository. That was the first major lesson of Cryptal. The problem was not simply that I needed a stronger AI. The problem was that there was no stable authority layer, no truth layer, and no controlled review process. My first correction was packet-based execution. Instead of one huge prompt, I broke work into smaller packets. Execute, check, stop, then move to the next packet. This created clearer scope, acceptance criteria, and stopping points. But it did not solve the deeper problem. I was still the messenger, and the truth was still drifting across chats. The second correction was moving away from Lobster as a chat-style executor and toward Codex with a repo-first workflow. This was not just replacing one tool with another. The real change was that execution moved from chat to the repository. The old flow was ChatGPT to me, to Lobster, to me, to ChatGPT. The new flow became issue or contract to branch, to Codex execution, to pull request, to checks, to reviewer summary, to human gate. The repository became the truth layer. This is where the project changed again. Looking back, the project now has a clear linear path. It began with a personal problem, limited time, and the need for leverage. It moved through a naive belief that AI automation could simply make me faster. Then it passed through several failed experiments, where I discovered that tools alone do not create control. Cryptal became the main testing ground, first as a trading bot, then as evidence that the real problem was the workflow itself. The manual relay between chat, terminal, and memory failed. Packet-based execution improved control, but it still depended on me as the messenger. The repo-first workflow corrected that by moving authority into issues, contracts, branches, pull requests, checks, review summaries, and human gates. My current stage is preparation for L4, using this controlled structure to begin automated strategy research without giving the system permission to trade, bypass review, or act as an independent authority. In this stage, a contract defines the research question, the allowed scope, the evidence required, the the failure conditions, and the human gate before any major decision. The goal is not speed by itself, but research that can be checked, repeated, and stopped. Through this project, I learned 4 key principles. Evidence before decisions. Always make choices based on clear proof. Boundaries before execution. Define limits before acting. Stopping points before autonomy. Set clear endpoints before allowing automated steps. Responsibility before speed. Prioritize accountability over rushing tasks. This connects to my K-12 journey. Earlier, I was driven by large ideas in art, philosophy, technology, AI, and future systems. But my ideas moved faster than my structure could keep up. This capstone forced me to explain clearly, support claims with evidence, accept review, and turn impulse into workflow. That is the real growth. My next step is not to present Crypto as a finished profit machine. The project still requires verified rules, risk controls, evidence, operator procedures, kill conditions, and clear promotion or stop criteria. But the process has advanced. I have prepared to use L4 as the research layer for strategy development. In this form, L4 does not replace judgment. It helps run approved research tasks, collect evidence, produce review packs, record failures, and keep human approval as the gate before larger stage changes. L5 remains a later idea involving trading, monitoring, review, iteration, and strategy generation, but it cannot be treated as valid until the research layer proves that it can operate responsibly. The larger goal is to extract the workflow behind Crypto: contract, execution, evidence, review, decision, freeze, and iteration. In that sense, Crypto is not the final product. It is the prototype for a larger system, a reusable AI production framework that can turn vague goals into controlled execution, reviewable evidence, and responsible iteration. Trading is only the first proving ground. The same skeleton could later support video automation, creative research, software projects, and eventually a personal AI project factory. I am already beginning to apply that skeleton beyond trading, including to my Capstone video workflow, where vague ideas also have to become structured inputs, controlled generation, review, and final assembly. This matters because the real invention is not one trading bot or one video tool. It is a disciplined way to build with AI without letting AI become an uncontrolled authority. This project fundamentally changed my philosophical outlook. At the beginning, I wanted control. AI to take over, systems to run automatically, and complexity to become simple. However, Crypto revealed that control without boundaries is not freedom, it is disorder. This lesson ties directly to my art and philosophy, which explore themes of false glory, self-crowning, corruption masked as virtue, and the finite self's quest for absoluteness. Ultimately, when a finite person seeks absolute control, creation descends into chaos. My faith sharpens that conclusion. AI gives people more ability, but ability is not wisdom. Speed is not maturity. Power needs restraint, and responsibility cannot be outsourced. I also want to acknowledge my parents. This project was mostly self-directed, but they gave me the material support and the space to keep trying. They gave me freedom within limits, which connects to the project's lesson. Real freedom needs boundaries. I did not build a perfect trading robot, a fully autonomous money machine, or a replacement for human judgment. Instead, what I built and documented is a controlled AI-assisted workflow, with Crypto as the main case study, a practical innovation that thoughtfully leverages AI while recognizing its limits. The real outcome is a new way to build. AI can execute bounded tasks, collect evidence, repeat procedures, and help research strategies under controlled conditions. But purpose, responsibility, and approval remain human. My capstone is a story of correction. I started seeking full automation, learned speed without structure creates chaos, and shifted to responsible creation. In this way, Crypto marks my journey from false control to responsible creation. I have moved from false control to responsible creation, and that has become the foundation for how I build.